Hello, another video today. It's going to be on my GCSE experiences and some tips that you guys will need for any exam, really. But you know, so here it goes. So my GCSE experience. People cheated. People had their phone during the English literature paper 2 with the poems, and someone had flashcards for the music theory exam. They both got caught. Whether they got disqualified or not, that's beyond what I know. But yeah. We also did some of our exams, like our real GCSE exams with year 10s, and those year 10s, they were just like doing year 10 marks. And sometimes they would make whistling noises, like for the first exam, they made whistling noises, they were whispering, like moving the chairs really loudly. But then I think like after that, somebody told them, hey, you guys better stop, you know. These are real GCSEs happening. Like, don't mess it up for them. And, you know, after that first round of mocks, I think people were a bit more serious because I guess it was harder. I don't know. Combined science. Hi guys. Well, since I'm a triple scientist, I had to do my exams with the combined scientists. We were in the same hall. Now, because the combined scientists, they finish earlier, it's about 1 hour and 10 minutes. They make a lot of noise. Could be whispering, whistling, making any kind of noises with the chairs, making noises with the chairs, groaning, making noises with their like bottles. It was so distracting, and the fact that they were making noise, one of our teachers was shouting at them, so it distracted us. It was just bad. So combined scientists, please respect the like triple scientists, and triple scientists. The combined doesn't really give much poo. Triple scientists. And triple scientists, the combined doesn't really give much poo about you. Okay, let me rephrase that. What I meant was, because it sounded quite rude actually, was that the combined science, they're probably very tired of the exam already, so they only care about themselves, which therefore leads to them thinking about themselves and they just want to run out of the room as quick as possible, therefore making noise. But on a serious note, like, if combined scientists, if you actually have to do an exam with triple scientists, please don't actually make noise. It's really annoying. I already said it, but I just need to clarify that little bit because it sounded a bit rude. Just did not make sense there. Sorry. About you, so just bear that in mind. So you need to learn to focus very well and do very effectively in loud and very quiet places. So yeah. Also, exams go very quickly. So I had 5 weeks. The middle week was basically just half term. But trust me, everything just goes by so quickly. You're like, whoa, what just happened? I don't remember anything from year 6. Year 6. Year 10, year 9, year 8, year 7. I don't remember anything. I just, like, whoa, you know, you get very overwhelmed. But that's fine, you know. Also, there might be a lot of beef before your exams, because I had that. It was more of, like, school beef, and it wasn't really got to do with me, so yeah, great. Okay, tips, right. First and foremost, chill. Oh my god, I cannot stress. Chilling is so important, and I don't think people stress it enough. I mean, they do, but then, you know, people have mental breakdowns. You know, medical conditions can affect, you know, people during the exams. And, like, even mocks. I had somebody, you know, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. So, mental breakdowns and everything. Please find a way to figure out how to not do that. And I know it's very hard to, you know, get your head around, but it is so important, and I can't stress this enough. You have to chill. Always be in a very calm state, and if you can't, then do something that you enjoy. Always be in a very calm state. If not, then I don't know, but being calm is so important. So yeah. Next tip, if you don't revise, don't regret. I think that is very self-explanatory already, so yeah. Next one, revise during the summer, especially year 10s. Revise now, because I did the same thing, and it makes your life easier. So I did a lot of biology. I did homeostasis and some diabetes and stuff during the summer. I just wrote it down, and then I made it into flashcards. And even if you don't get it straight away, that's fine. The whole point is that before your class, you know what's coming up. You can look through your notes. You're going to have a head start. Even though you might not understand it fully, that's fine. As long as you've put in the effort, that's all I need. That's all you need, sorry. So yeah. Take advantage. Yeah, take advantage of like all the resources in school, but don't steal it. Some people do steal it, but so things like GCSE pod, if you guys have like VLE, I don't know if everybody has it, but my school had it, so that's very useful. Books, I took pictures of every single page in the science books last year when I was in year 10 before I left school, and so I would just look through and be like, oh okay, so that's what quadriplegia is. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. Another tip, this is more for like when you're applying for colleges and sixth forms, apply to as many as you can, even though if you don't like them. And the whole point is to always have a backup plan. For me it was a different story, which I'll go into like another time, but always have a backup plan. Another one, which is also linked to the sixth forms and colleges, you'll naturally know which one you want to go to. You would feel the pull, if that makes sense. Yeah, I felt the pull towards a certain school, and I'm so happy that I got accepted. So yeah, everything will work out if you work out. Now I'm not saying like get your abs and your arms toned and your butt like whoo, I'm saying everything will work out if you revise. So that's pretty much the same thing that I was trying to say with the if you don't revise, don't regret kind of thing. So yeah. Another thing that I would want to point out is even if the effort doesn't like fully show in your grades, as long as you know that you put in effort, it's fine. And I know it's a really hard concept to like understand, but you don't want to be the one that didn't revise and be like, oh damn, I wish I revised, yeah. Also, very important, this is more like an emotional kind of thing. Friends, they start to like not matter anymore. What I mean is that you'll find the right people, and sometimes even if you don't, that's cool, but your friends, you'll start to see their real like side and like what they value more, like their education or their their party life or whatever they're doing, which is not as important, or just like more social stuff. I mean, it's very important, but never emphasize on social like gatherings and everything. But yeah, sometimes like you don't meet the right people to hang around with, and that's okay. Like I didn't. I mean, like once I finished school, like the last day of school, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go home. I don't want anybody to sign my shirt, because number one, most people are like my acquaintances, and I feel like the friends, I don't really fit in much. I'm like a 26-year-old in a 16-year-old body, because my sisters are quite old, so I just like consume the maturity. And it is okay to cry. I cried so many times. I cried for like my 25-day challenge. If you haven't seen it, then what are you doing? I'm joking. But yeah, I was just crying because like my piano exam and everything, I just felt like it didn't go well. But yeah, it's okay to cry. Just know that you have to work, and if you don't work, then like after you're gonna cry even more, and then like nothing will come out. Yeah, so nothing will come out from nothing, Do past papers. I ask if your teachers have any, maybe on the VLE. My school had it on their VLE, so yeah. And like I said before, in my GCSE exam experiences, be able to work effectively in both a loud and a quiet environment. I think that's something that you have to train for a long time, because I used to go to Chinese school every Sunday, but obviously I stopped because of my GCSEs, and I would always revise on the train, and it would be very loud, and for me it was very useful because, number one, I can't think of anything, and it makes me focus even harder. I didn't hear any conversations around me, so yeah. But it's just, I can get my mind into the zone when I'm on the train and revising. It doesn't work for everybody. It works for me because I have quite a big family, so there are a lot of noises. You can revise with music. I would say just the deep concentration music on Spotify, or like music that you've never heard before without lyrics. That's very useful because the words are going to distract you, and then you're going to start singing and everything. Sometimes I can work and sing at the same time, and it does go into my head quite well. So it's just depending on how you feel that day as well. But remember, be able to work in a loud environment, be able to work in a very quiet environment. And I'm sure, like, that's all you need, really. Yeah. I just realised I missed out two things. One that was part of my list, and the other thing that just, like, popped into my mind now. So I'll just say it. Put yourself first. I cannot stress, because, you know, you might have the urge to help others, but remember, they did not put in effort, you know, from year 7 to year 10. That's their fault. They shouldn't be coming to ask you. It's like as if they are using you, and that has happened to me 3 times already, so I'm sick and tired of this. Next one, flashcards. Right, so I had, coloured, white, and I bought these from Wilkinson, which were index cards. It's going to be mirrored when I... And these ones I bought, I don't know if they have them now, but they're like, there's 100 of them. It's only single-sided. However, they're new flashcards. They don't call them flashcards. It has like a red paper at the front as a packaging. But these ones are double-sided, and this is for English. And then you've got your coloured ones that I was given from my teacher. For me, I would say use these ones. These ones, number 1, they look nicer. Number 2, they're double-sided. And number 3, it's much easier to read because it's white. I'm not trying to be racist, I'm not. But I found it so much easier to learn from my white ones. Like, look how many I've made, you know, compared to my coloured ones, where I probably had like about 10 or 15. And I even made a booklet. And although, yeah, it was cute and creative, it didn't go into my head. But if you look at the difference of thickness between the whites and the coloured, you know, if you can tell, you realise that I find these more appealing. So, yeah. I might want to sell them on eBay, so, you know, but white ones, always go for the white ones. Much easier to learn from instead of these ones. And don't decorate it don't overly decorate your flashcards. Keep it simple, nice. That's pretty much, guys. That's it. That's pretty much it. I had to cut the last bit out only because I was scared of copyright laws. Yeah, I accidentally played a piece of bark in it, so just in case. Get away, copyright! Yeah. Okay, goodbye.